Tak jo, zpátky u tady to Ferrera kuňáka a my musíme jít zpívat Běloušoj. Je to tak, že? Kde je ten pseudokuň? Tady je. No je trošku lepší, ale ten kuň.
So, boy, want me to sing? You're definitely the first horse I've ever serenaded. Two horses come roaming in the merry month of May, grazing the shade of the apple tree there. The first one is brown and the second is grey. Which shall I ride to my maiden so fair? Well, you still gonna throw me off?
Snad ne? Takže musíme na Talenberg. Asi musím se někdo dojet, jo? Nemusím, dobrý. Dojedeme tam sami. No sami automaticky. Takže sami tam nepojedeme. Dupity. Náš malý skorousita. Čape do polosita. A jaký bříško na tom obrázku, když je z boku.
How are you, Henry?
Co mám udělat? Tam mám zaparkovat i do toho, no co? Aha, dobrý. Tak už hledám štěpánku jednu. Co tady je?
Welcome, Henry.
May the Lord watch over you, Henry.
Madam. Nejvyšší, madam. Mám všechno na tu svatbu.
The Lord save you. What do you need?
I've brought the roan, my lady.
That's wonderful. There weren't any
No,
problems
musím
with it,
uspívat,
Henry.
ale nějak dobrý.
Nothing too serious. He's a little wild, but I was able to handle him in the end.
Well, that won't do. Sophie can't have some wild horse at her wedding starting a stampede.
But I've learnt a trick. If you sing to him, he calms down.
You sang to a horse?
Yep.
It's quite true, I'm afraid. I sang to a horse.
Well, then you'll have to sing something to me, too.
My lady, I don't know if I...
So I know how to calm down that roan. Go ahead, sing.
Two horses come roaming in the merry month of May, graze in the shade of the apple tree there. The first one is brown and the second is grey. Which shall I ride to my maiden so fair?
Oh, how beautiful. I'm not surprised the horse calmed down after hearing such a lovely voice. Anyway, I'll think about what to do with the roan. But thank you, Henry.
I brought you the crown from the master engraver.
Henry, you are a gem. Look at that Moldavite. Isn't it wonderful? Sophie will look like an angel. So, what's next?
I brought the wine.
Wonderful, wonderful. No wedding is complete without good wine. Find somewhere here to put it down. I'll send for a servant to bring it later. I hope you had no problems acquiring it.
Problems? Huh. I don't know the meaning of the word.
As if I didn't know you.
Se mnou dobře flitruje.
Be a bit more careful.
Já. Co chceš víc? Pokud se mi to neukončí.
Welcome, Henry. I'm glad you're here.
No jenom se mi ukončí ten quest, víš?
The Lord be...
What can I do for you, my lady?
Nothing. You've done enough. And now I'd like to reward you.
That's not necessary, my lady. You taking the time to see me is reward enough.
Come now, Henry. No need for such modesty. I appreciate everything you've done for me, as well as your company. And there's something I'd like to give you. This shirt was my father's. He was built very much like you.
Tak, děkuju.
Broad shoulders, strong chest. It should fit you just right.
But I can't accept this. It's too valuable.
It's too valuable to be left to the mercy of moths. It doesn't fit my husband well, and I've no one else to give it to. What's more, if you were to leave us again, I'd like you to have something to remember me by, so you don't forget me.
I could never forget you, my lady.
Well then, won't you try it on at least?
What? Right now?
Why not? Don't worry, I won't look. I'll turn my back.
And what if your husband comes in?
He won't. Neither will anyone else.
All right, then.
I feel truly blessed to have you here. So long I yearned for young company. I really feel God heard my prayers and sent you to me.
Ready?
My, you do look handsome. As fine as any gentleman. When I was a little girl, there were always lots of other children around and young men and women of the court. It was so merry. I always hoped it would be like that when I was grown up too. But it was not God's plan.
You and Sir Divish had no children?
No. No, alas, we were not blessed. Twice I was with child, but they did not live. And now I fear there's no hope for me.
My lady.
Jo, je to svůdce. To bys neměl.
Forgive me, my lady. I shouldn't have.
I don't mind.
Do. Takhle už nikdo nepřišel. Jo, je to zákaz. Ta holka. Máš mi ještě něco
God
říct,
be
nebo...
with you, Henry.
No, počkej, co je zase čanku? Jo, to už pro mě neexistuje. No, označím ho, ale asi ho dělat nebudu, se to nebude nějaký jako rychlák. Takže mám tady jiné věci. Zkratka. No, co mi kreje, nebo to je zatím, ne, to je zatím dobrý. Pak je krasavec. Tady. To je krasavec, ale furt padáme do řeky. Pak to tady je. Jo, ten místní lovčí, jasně, ty pytláci.
Welcome, Henry.
God be with you. Master Huntsman, is there any work for me here?
There's always something that needs doing. You're that Scarlet's lad, aren't you? Sir Radzig's lackey.
Jo, jo.
That'll be me.
Right. I saw you here shortly after the attack. My word, to get away from Talmberg like that, quite remarkable. It's clear you're not easily scared. So I do have a job for you.
I'm listening.
We've been having terrible problems with poachers lately. In Sir Divish's forests, we've been finding gutted entrails of deer and rabbit nooses all over the place. But no sign of the bastards who put them there.
And you want me to track down the poachers?
Indeed. Whatever you learn will be useful to me.
Do you suspect anyone?
Well, it's hard to say, but seeing how much harm they're causing, I'd say they're no crofters looking for a Sunday roast.
Shouldn't you be dealing with the poachers yourself?
I should, you're quite right. But when I ask the local folk anything, their mouths close up like clams. They're more scared of me than the devil.
Do you think the locals are in on it?
Well, I don't know, maybe. But even if not, they'll never talk to me. They're scared I'll dig some skeleton out of their cupboard. You know, the smaller the village, the bigger the secrets. That's why I need an outsider to ask for me.
I understand. I'll try to.
Certainly. Ask around. And it wouldn't hurt to ask in the inn in the glade,
Jasný.
the one on the road towards Neuhof.
Jasný.
That's clear enough.
To tam to taky, jaký tam nosím já, že?
Help.
No, ale my tady máme rozjet si něco jinýho. Já se potřebuju dostat. Sice to nemám označený, ale chci sem. Tak tam jsem jim sehnal kněze, takže bych se mohl zbavit dalšího questíku. Počkej, kde on bydl, tady nějaký ty chlupy, že jo? A da. Mě zajímá, jestli má jako tu košili, nebo ne? Sorry, ale tohle je trošku lepší. To vydrží. No, hepšuk. Hele, vesničané. Sehnal jsem vám toho. Kněza.
God save you, good night. What can I do for you?
I found you a priest.
Really? That's wonderful news. Who is it?
I tracked down the Skalitz priest. At the time of the attack, he was taking confession in Sasau, so there he stayed.
Ah, well, the main thing is he's been found. You'll see. Once there's a priest, people will soon be back.
I hope so.
I've put together a small sum for a new piece. So I thought a portion should definitely go to you, as a reward.
I couldn't possibly take it. You'll need the money to rebuild the village.
As you wish, then. I shan't weigh you down with it.
So, farewell to you. And I hope he gets here soon. Just don't you let him run off again.
I'll keep an eye on him myself. God's...
Okay. Tak to máme další. Tečka. Co to je? Co máme jako modrý quest? Ztracený kůň, to nechci jakým dělat. Jsou dole ledečka. Je to ledečku, ne? Já myslím, že jo. Nechci pocestnýho, děkuju. Pak spolu nahoru do Tamberku, ale má sice dokončit aspoň ten lens. Tyhle už mám hotový. Tam si dáme zájezdní hospoda v ledečku. A doufám. Já si musím nastavit ten quest. Jsem se určitě smazal. No, možná jo. Drahomír Pojď, jdeme vykuřovat.
I'm back with the incense. Can we begin?
Good. Let's go to the cross in the bedroom.
Marík.
What the hell are you doing?
Já nemám ty... A nemám tam očimák. Dobrý. Já jsem mu na koni.
Well, what are you waiting for?
I feel a bit out of my depth. This is my first time.
Now you tell me. Well, get started. You've got the flowers, so it has to work.
Well, here goes. Pater noster quiest incarnis sanctificator omen tuum.
Are you sure you're saying that right?
I mustn't be interrupted. In nominate parties et filiis et spirits etc. Ave Maria gratia plenti dominatrix tecum. Glory be to the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, as it was in the beginning, is now, and ever shall be, world without end. O Lord, may he rest in eternal peace, and may eternal light guide his way. Amen.
Amen.
To?
Thank you. Please God, I can finally sleep in peace at night. Come by tomorrow to see if it worked.
Ano, jak to hospodu? Blbe. Nic, tak aspoň chceš jdu z kotlíku něco. Jako vždycky. Tady chrápe. Má svátek, kudy jsou klazatury. Jsem ještě něco minul, ale... Ty tak podivně stojíš. Já, to je sloup. Kežka hospoda otevřená.
It came from over here. Look where you're going.
Myslím, že má nějaký kveskýk nebo něco, že začala hlásit.
Likewise.
Ale tady trošku žije, dobrý. Nejdem spockej. Ale to je vesničan.
God be Henry.
Here.
Is there somewhere I could sleep?
All right. For how long?
Na jednu noc.
Just the one night.
All right.
Here you are.
You've got it all to yourself. No one...
Where do I go?
That's easy. As soon as you go indoors, at the end of the room on the left...
Díky. OK, super. Počkej, jak soukromý pozemek, to jsem si koupil, ne? budu unavený, tak aspoň si pořádně prospí. Už tam budem, jo. Takhle, blbě, jo, až ty babi vlastně chci, ještě nemůžu odjet. Ale smažu si tady tečku. Co babo jedovatá, už se konečně vyspala.
Henry, I'm glad you stopped by.
Tak co, vyspala ses?
So, did it work? Is your home free of the ghost?
Oh, you're here, are you? You're lucky I didn't have to get you myself. No, it didn't work. The spirit came just the same as before, and I didn't sleep a wink.
So you're saying I won't get my reward?
You get paid for results, my dear, and I haven't seen any yet. At least now I know that old wives love.
Ježiš, nejedu do rata, na tu kaseru.
Go and...
Have you tried drinking a poppy decoction?
Do you honestly think I haven't...
Fine. I'll go and see the apothecary.
Tak na tebe jebu. Já jdu dělat hlavní quest. Kurva, to je dálka zase. Zmrchojet nebo Stamberka? Zmrchojet. Jestli tak jako se tam. Jedem, sakra. Chvíli budu vyrazil do toho tábora. A. Šedivák, šedivka. Ale není nejrychlejší. Nemá největší nosnost, není nejsilnější. Ale mám od začátku jinýho nechci. Už by to pomohlo nějaký lepší brnění, no, už jsem toho ničemu nečmochnul, ale na druhou stranu já spíš dám takový to dones, připrav. Svatba, čáry, máry. Ují. tady sám.
Hey, Henry's come to see you.
Tak to jo.
The Lord be praised. What brings you to me?
I've returned from Merhoyed, sir.
How does it look there?
I brought them help from the monastery. Brother Nicodemus and Johanna from Skalitz. Fortunately, Nicodemus was able to cure the disease. Well, at least what he's doing looks promising so far.
Thank Christ. Some good news for a change. What about the captive? Did you question him?
Yep.
He was infected too.
I see. Did he survive?
Fortunately, he survived and I had a chance to question him.
What did you find out?
He was transporting the false coins to Pribyslavitz. He got them from some merchant called Menhart.
I don't know him.
Neither do I. But I know where the money's handed over. It's not far from Rovna, and this Menhart should be waiting there about now.
Excellent, Henry. We mustn't let this opportunity slip through our fingers.
Jasný.
You go there and put pressure on this Menhart to tell us what he knows. Don't go yet. There's something I'd like to talk to you about.
Dobře.
You haven't disappointed me. Nothing against Bernard, Robard, or any of those others. But none of them could find out as much as you. At least not without beatings and torture. And that doesn't always work. You're a godsend, lad.
Thank you, sir.
Now go and find out who's behind everything, and then we'll deal with them.
Yes, sir. Sir.
What is it?
Sometimes I ask myself what
Je to
it all
těžký to.
means. Why does God allow such things to happen? All this slaughter and revenge, over and over.
Neboj, za chvilku to budete mít ve velkým tady.
I'm no theologian. But long ago I came to the conclusion that the only thing that makes sense is that it's all a trial. Life is one long series of problems to solve. The more you solve, the better a man you become.
I never thought about it that way.
Well, just look at the pampered ones who have no concerns in life, like young Lord Capon, for instance. I shudder to think how he will rule when his time comes. Tribulations spawn in life over and over again, and we must stand our ground and face them. So, I go to Sasso and solve this one.
You can rely on me, sir.
Tak nějaké zašpinit, já bych se měl nechat vyprat.
Good luck, son.
Nový perk. Co tam máme? Tlak, ne. Ne, točí ne. První pomoc, to se hodí vždycky. Jo, Oren, ty seš můj kůň. Kam vůbec jedu? No, tak to máme rovnou. Rovnou na rovnou. Nepojedu to přes les. Jsem se hladový. Tam bude jedu a ty, já tam ten chlap bude zkažený jako prase. Tam jedu. Ach, je pocit, že moji toho kupci by sami ty lupkové mohli zabít, aby jim nic neřekl, ale... A jsou jí. To ono? Vypadá to. To říkám.
God, what a bloody mess.
Že někdo přepad. Krový stopy. Dobrý. Ještě nějaký tábor. Just in case. Nemyslí mi někde tady? Ne.
Another clue. I'm on the right track.
To jo, ale...
Charcoal burners. Someone must have seen or heard something.
Doufám. Uhlířské Janovice, ale sežeru vám se jídlo, takže musím jíst to svoje. Kam šli všichni? Tady je jeden. Aha, můj schozený milíř. To jo. Tam jenom jeden divný. Jelení.
What happened at the crossroads?
What?
Listen, there's corpses lying on the road out there, a ransacked wagon, and a trail that leads right here. Now, you seem to be honest and friendly folk, not marauding cutthroats. So I prefer to believe you don't have anything to do with it. But, if you don't start helping me, I might change my mind.
I don't know nothing, and I haven't seen nothing. If you want to know something about it, just ask Boyar.
Okay.
I don't want nothing to do with it.
Who is this Boyar?
Boyar cracks the whip around here. You'll recognize him by his red cap.
Thank you.
Jo, a teď není. Aha, máme tady ještě bydlení. Aha, oni ty stopy vedou až sem dokonce. Tak povídej. Vypadáš krvavě.
Good day to you. What do you need?
What do you know about the wagon that's been ambushed at the crossroads?
I haven't a clue what you're talking
Ty jo, vy jste asi tajemný.
Yes. Is that a problem?
Do you have any idea whose wagon it was?
I don't know. And I don't care.
Well, I'll tell you. I'm sure you've heard of the gang that burned down Neuhof.
Possibly.
And poisoned the well in Merchoyet. They're the kind of men you don't want to get on the wrong side of.
I didn't get on the wrong side of them, though. Did I? The opposite. Actually, we helped them out. And I didn't even know who they were.
What happened?
let's just get this straight. We didn't ambush anyone.
And what were you doing at the crossroads then?
We were just passing, and we saw the wagon. So we took the sacks.
Just the sacks? What about the trail of bloodstains leading to the camp?
I was just getting to that. We also found one wounded man. What am I saying, wounded? The fellow was hacked like a martyr in some holy picture. He begged us to hide him away.
So you have him here somewhere? Is he still alive?
The fellow has quite a will to live. I'll give him that.
Do you know who ambushed that wagon?
Not a clue. We came a long way after.
Aha.
Did he tell you anything?
He wasn't exactly talkative. His lungs are full of holes, so talking's a problem.
Where is he?
We've locked him away in the shed. There.
I want to talk to him.
I don't know.
I don't mean to hurt him.
So be it. Here. Take the key.
Thanks.
No tak, šupky do půlničky. Který je zavřený? Tíhle, jo. Whoa.
Traces of blood. And these are the same sacks that were by that wagon.
A jo, tohle. Všude krev. Máme nenápadně. Kde se žoudo? Tak to není Merhard.
Never mind that. I've come to help you.
Thank God. I thought I'd breathe my last here. Lucky for me, my guardian angel comes bursting through the door.
I'm no angel, so you'll have to answer a few questions before you get my help.
Ah, well. I knew it wouldn't be that easy.
Who is it you work for? Who did the wagon
Menhart,
belong
to Menhart. He's some kind of merchant who hired me for protection. But that's all I know.
And where's this Menhart disappeared off to?
No idea. I blacked out after the attack. Only came to my senses once I got here. I don't even know where here is.
Who ambushed that wagon?
A knight. He's been following us for a while.
Tak to byl nějaký ten Němec z té hospody.
I don't know. I got a beating, and then I passed out.
Do you know what you were carrying in that wagon?
I never asked Menhart that.
Can I see your wound?
Are you a quack?
Yep.
Sort of. That's a deep wound to the flank and you're still losing blood. You need to staunch it.
Will you help me?
I can try. Tell me more about the night.
No, myslím, že ten, co se stal v tom dopise.
Where's the coin?
What coin?
I will not repeat the question.
I don't know about any coin.
Where are those sacks you took from the wagon?
Sacks? They're behind the shed.
That's him! That's got to be that knight!
Is that all? Did you take anything else?
Fuck! Stop! Stop right there!
Já vím, kam jde, když takhle v pohodě. Rovničky na koních tady úplně asi nebude nejsilnější, protože jako... To máš zlo. Pohodě, jak mi ujedete v klidu. Já vím, kde... Mám ho v tom... ošefovanýho. Kde mám koně? Tady.
Well, I suppose it doesn't matter as long as you go back to the Sasso Inn.
té spodní bude, že jo? Ne, v té horní. Jdem. Tak to už jsem viděl vlastně, že mi ujede tady honička na kolech, na koni, jako nemá nějak cenu řešit. Tudíž je lepší se na ně počkat. Co to je? Mrtvá na cestě, ale prým na ně. A vím nějaký nový věci aspoň. Kolem samopocestný, nechci pocestnýho. Chci do té sázavy. Co to tady, a jo, tak on jich bylo potřeba těch uhlířů hodně. Uhlí bylo tady důležitý. No, ačkej, tady mám jako kus mapy, kde se podle mě taky něco bude muset odehrávat. To nevadí, že jsem nechyt. A už jsem tady. Tady jste, švole. Kam pak jdeš? Stůj.
I'm happy to see you again, sir.
My God. No doubt you have many questions.
I certainly do.
We will talk. Not here, however. The bulls have ears. Let's meet at the pond.
Dobrá, už je zápas
You'll find me waiting by the big willow tree.
I'll be there.
I will expect you.
Luego seco. Verbu vidím. A brzo pak dovolí i rytíř. Oni moc rychle nechodí tady ty postavičky, takže... Jseš, vole? A tady.
So here I am. What do you have to tell me?
I brought you here because I did not want to cause an alarm at the tavern. I am very sorry, but you made a mistake coming here alone. And it will be your last.
Wait.
You wish to make your peace with God? Very well. But be quick.
I just want to know why you ambushed that wagon.
You make no sense. Did your accomplices not tell you when they sent you after me?
Accomplices? What are you talking about? I'm here on behalf of Sir Radzik Kobila.
Radzik Kobila? I do not understand.
Nepatřím těm.
I was looking for the counterfeit coins, and I still am. I'd heard those men were transporting them in that wagon.
When I saw you with the charcoal burners, I assumed it was they who sent you.
No, definitely not.
Then we have a common aim. I have also been pursuing the counterfeiters for some time. My name is Ulrich.
Já vím.
It is true our meeting has not begun well. But if it is the truth that you are sent by Kobila, then we can assist each other.
What do you mean?
I found out many things, but there are still questions I cannot answer. And the last man who knew anything is now dead.
What man was that?
Meinhard, the merchant from Passau. Listen, I will explain everything to you. But first, I need you to do something for me.
Oh, really?
You will introduce me to a certain person, and I will tell you everything I've learned.
Dobře.
Who do you mean?
Master Tobias Pfeiffer. If you truly serve Sir Radzik, then you must know him.
I think I know who you mean. What do you want him for?
I have here a written confession which tells how those forgeries are made. But I do not understand such technical matters. Master Pfeiffer, however...
will definitely be able to make sense of it. And you'll give it to me, just like that?
It seems I have little choice. This is the last lead I have. In the meantime, I will return to Sassau and see what I might learn there.
Dobrá.
Shouldn't you go with me to see Pfeiffer?
No. I must remain in Sassau.
Okay.
I have some loose ends that must be tied.
What's your name, anyway?
I told you. I am Ulrich.
Just Ulrich?
It is enough.
Because you look like a knight. They seldom have just one name.
It is true. I have a horse, armor, a sword, and a shield. But there are many ways to acquire such things these days. As I am sure you know.
So you're not a knight?
I am a trustworthy soldier in the service of a nobleman. That is all you need to know.
All right then, Ulrich. Let's leave it at that. Who are you working for?
I understand why you wish to know. But this does not mean I am at liberty to tell you.
Very well. I shan't beat it out of you. Tell me what you know about the false coins.
Do you know Passau?
No? What is it?
A city in Bavaria. Passau is a city of trade. All the currencies in Christendom change hands there.
I see. And that would include Prague groschen?
Some months ago, counterfeit groschen were discovered to be circulating there. They are made from copper plated with silver. The Passau alderman began to investigate and learned that a family of money changers was involved. They were bringing the forged coins in from Bohemia and sending back real ones. My liege lord is allied to the Passau alderman, so they requested that he deal with the matter.
And so he sent you?
Yes. He needed a man that he could trust absolutely.
And what about that wagon? What happened there exactly?
I followed Meinhard from Passau. I had reason to suspect a connection with Sassau.
So they were transporting false groschen on that wagon?
Yes. On their way here, they brought real coin. Groschen, forints, francs and the like. But now, the sacks were full of counterfeits.
What do you mean about the connection with Sassau?
The matter was investigated in Passau, and the executioner extracted information from those who were asked. They told him that the coins were made in a monastery.
What, in the monastery itself?
I cannot say. I know only what the Passau scribe wrote down in his reports of the interrogations.
Why did you let them get here before attacking?
I wanted to discover where they hand over their coins, which I failed to do. Besides, Meinhard had an armed escort, and they kept 2 busy roads and lodged at inns throughout their journey. until he came to this god-forsaken trek. I cannot guess why he came here, but it was the perfect opportunity to strike.
What happened on that track?
I ambushed them. I took down 2, but that bastard Manhart cut the horses loose and rode away.
What next?
While I was chasing Manhart, those charcoal burners came and stole what they could.
Yeah.
Before I could catch him, his horse threw him and he broke his neck.
So we won't get anything out of him?
Unfortunately not.
Very well. I'll go and see Master Fayfar.
Godspeed. I will wait in Sassau at the Wagoner's Inn.
Jsem asi si můžu přečíst tu knížku, co jsem tam dostal. A abych musel dát správnou věc. Můžu. Hele, už je dobře, dobrý. Ne, nečte. Zkouška mince. Tak oni ukladli, tak dorazili si to jasný, že ty mají jak Skutní hory, to není můj kůň. This is not my horse, because my horse is amazing. A je to můj kůň. Mám tady někde ten postel, ne? Jo, mám. Aspoň se můžu zeptat na to zaříkávání, všichni to jsem žene do těch ratají. Jedu. Už tam... Ježiš, nechci. Dej mi pokoj. Zase nedávám bacha. Že to projedu nenápadně zase. Tyhle, to má v ledečku. To je dálka. To je kus z cesty. jsem tady, no my zasekli, ne, už jsem tady, dobrý. A kdo vlastně jeho baráčku. No, místnůzky. Tady bydlím já. Sednout. A spát. Jo, asi pak nevím, co tady mám. Chleba snad chvíli vydržel. Abych si přeotravil jenom trošku, když tak. Máme to mám uložený, což je jaký základ. Jo, já vím, že jsem hledový. Máško dobrý. Čekaj, jsem nechtěl. Vy si kazeš sušený houby, to bude neuvěřitelné. Já ale. Víš, ten ptáček. Ale nejdřív fukám tady, kdyby mi to zase někam náhodou jako vystřelilo. Tak jestli mám něco na prodej, nebo ne? Myslím, že ne. Ale jako opravit, jasný. Vnímám si, co mám na koni, jako. Pozahnout, výborně. Dobrý ten kill. Aspoň se ušplouchnu. Já tak. Co mám na koni? Jídlo, no. Můžu zahodit. Dobrý den, pane. Ano.
Do you know anything about getting rid of wandering souls?
The wrestler's dead? I might know a bit about that. It depends who wants to know.
Ale jak babka je
I wouldn't
stará.
want to be accused of heresy.
Come now, Konyash. You helped me once before, so I'd like to ask you for something again.
Fine, you're right, Henry.
Yeah,
I won't lie to you. I'm interested in occult teachings and a bit of alchemy. It's far more than just old wives' tales. I truly believe it's a science. So what exactly do you need?
To help a village woman from Ledechko. Her neighbour's ghost has been haunting her. He visits her every night.
You don't say. Now this is interesting. Revenant spectral beings, cursed souls from beyond the grave?
Yes, exactly. Her house is haunted.
To put it vulgarly, my lad. To put it vulgarly. But
now that's what I wanted to hear.
Well, I'd like to learn at least one. But the only...
I've no idea what that means.
The spell's written in a forbidden book. A book that's in Latin and kept under lock and key in the monastery. It's called Liber de Mortuis, Necronomiconos. Do you need to know any more?
Do you want me to steal the book?
If you want to get rid of that revenant, you have no other choice. When you bring me that book, we can cast the spell together, since you don't know Latin.
Fine. I'll bring the book.
You'll find it in the monastery library. But it won't be easy to get in, truth be told. I don't know of anyone who was able to break in and out without getting into big trouble.
I'll try.
Někdy jako se necháme jako na díl. Třeba sem. A Robin Hood, počkej. Počkej, Robine.
Greetings, Henry.
A to nazdar.
I hope I can be of...
Brám tu košili, co jsem dostal. Počkej, něco. Hezký dárek, ale love jsou love. Nechci být to sentimentální. Čau.
Hey, look out.
Dej mi pokoj. Já to chci pomlácený, takže.
God save you.
Opra. Dobrý. Naš kyský se jako vyhejbám bojům, takže všechno lehký odřeniny. Písky raní jenom na gibsky naskoč. Jak všichni víte, je tak krásný. A ne, tady hajzlík, písaře tady. To tady není.
Damn! Are you serious? Hey! Be a bit more careful!
Nic, jako ne, až opatrovejš. Sorry, pane. Vždycky pane ptáček. Jako ne tady. Kurva, kde je?
God save you, Henry.
Kde je ten pičus? Fakt tam... No. Říkej, tam ještě furt zavřenej. Jo, to je super, ale já se potřebuji s takým pičusem tam. Tak nic moc, protože tady mám člověka, ke kterému se nemůžu dostat. A pane Kobra.
Greetings. What?
Sir, I've been to Ujits, and the parish priest there is very odd indeed. He's very handy with a sword. Do you know anything about him, sir?
Godwin? Aye, an intriguing fellow. He's the youngest son of one of the lords of Kuttenberg. He was sent to the university to become a priest, as is customary with the youngest son. But he didn't much care for it. So when he finished studying, instead of taking up his parish, he went roaming. I imagine he had a pretty adventurous life. And then one day he came back and settled down. Hanush would know more about him.
May I be of...
Yes, Henry. Chief Engineer Fafar...
The Chief Engineer?
In a manner of speaking. Master Fafar has, well, evil forebodings.
Can they really be restored?
Everything can be rebuilt with enough will and resources. Well, you'll get the details from Chief Engineer Fafar.
Certainly.
Where? Now that's a good question. He went to Sasau to deal with something there. Most likely at the inn.
Well, thank you. I'll go and see him straight away.
Good luck, Hal.
On je v Sázavě, jo, ten buzerant. Z který jsem před chvílí přijel. Já se na vás Já jsem asi docela... Tak je tady, nebo není tady.
The Lord be praised. What brings you to me?
Master Fayfar, I need to speak with you. I found out something about the counterfeit coin.
Did you really? Do tell.
Close to Rovno, I came across a wagon that was transporting the false coins. Unfortunately, I came too late. The carter and his men were dead.
Damn and blast. Do you know who did it?
Yes. A certain knight turned up there. Turned out he was also after the forgers.
Well, that is indeed unexpected. Tell me, what did he say?
His name is Ulrich. He looked like a knight, but he refused to show his master's colours.
Ale pasova.
Could be anyone. Can you describe him?
An older man with a moustache. But for all his grey hairs, he seemed pretty tough to me.
Doesn't match anyone I've heard of. But then we don't even know if Ulrich is his real name.
I asked him who his liege was, but he refused to tell me.
We live in such strange times. In days past, knights would vie with each other to see who could extol their liege's name the loudest. And today, they take assumed names, hide their emblems, and sneak around the land like thieves.
I got the impression he was hiding his identity because his master's at odds with Sir Radzig.
That may well be. As a staunch supporter of the king, Sir Radzig has many enemies.
He told me that the fake money was being taken to Passau in exchange for gold coins. Then that real money was being brought back to the Bohemian lands.
That would explain why those fakes bear the Passau countermark.
His master is allied with the Passau alderman, and they told him to sort it all out.
I wonder who could be behind it all.
He gave me these documents to show you. He seemed to think they prove he was telling the truth. They're the records of the interrogations in Passau, and some other things he said you'd understand better than him.
Let me see. We, the aldermen of the city of Passau... Interrogation held this day. Put to pen by the questor. The place of origin is a monastery in the land of Bohemia. Which certainly confirms my suspicion that something underhand is going on in Sassa. Coin assay report. Copper core coated with amalgam. But this is interesting. Here's an outline description of how the forgeries are made. I'll have to study it more closely. We command Herr Ulrich to investigate and let no man stand in his way. This looks like the original safe conduct. It has the seal of the Passau alderman, but they certainly didn't pen this.
How do you know?
I recognize the hand. It's a the high scribe of the Rosenbergs.
The Rosenbergs? Who's that?
A rich and powerful family in South Bohemia. Burgrave Henry III is a great rival of our King Wenceslas.
So what does all this mean?
Well, it certainly explains why your knight is so mysterious. Anyway, we should be careful. And we shall begin our investigation. The documents show they use silver amalgam for coating copper fakes. That's a lead we can follow.
What?
Silver amalgam. It's produced from quicksilver and silver.
Well, that doesn't sound like something just anyone can get hold of.
You're quite right. You will go to Sasso at once. Look around the forges in the city. Someone must be working copper for them. I, meanwhile, will take counsel with Sir Radzig and then follow after you.
Where shall we meet?
At the inn on Sasso Market Square.
Ne, vidíte,
Be a bit more careful.
ještě tady máme to.
God bless you. What troubles you?
Master Fayfar, Sir Radzig sent me to you.
Ještě mám za tebou se...
He must think highly of you.
I do the best I can.
That's good, because this is damned important. Silver's our most valuable asset.
How can I help with these, evil forebodings of yours?
Sir Radzig may make light of it, but a large quantity of silver has been discovered hereabouts. And no one is guarding the Skullets mines, the most likely source.
You really think someone could be stealing the silver from the mines? I would have thought that would be quite a job, wouldn't it?
It certainly would. Which is why I'd like you to go and check
Jo,
out not only the mine
jsou tam
gallery, but
strhači,
also the
protože
yard
jsem
with
jich
the
omlem
smelter
najel
and the
předtím.
waterworks. See what kind of state it's all in, and if anything looks suspicious.
Is that the yard next to the Skalitz mill?
That's the one. I don't know what state it's in now. There used to be a stock of charcoal and smelted silver there.
A silver store? Could there really be any left?
I doubt it. I'd be surprised if it was still standing at all.
What about these waterworks? What's there?
A stamping mill and washing troughs. They're on the bend in the river below the castle. You can't miss them. There are big tanks and equipment all around.
You said mine gallery. Just one?
Boy, there's such a maze there that it would take a week to crawl through the place. There's only one gallery I'm interested in, at the foot of the hill by a small fish pond.
Why just that one?
Because I was expecting to find a scene there. All the indications pointed to it. So if anyone is stealing silver, it'll be right there.
Should I be expecting trouble then?
Well, I definitely
Always.
take a job like a visit to church on Sunday. You could find yourself facing a pack of hungry dogs trailing the army, or a band of brigands.
I see. Well, you and Sir Radzig can rely on me. That's all clear. I'll get going.
Jo. A už bych se
Are
asi
you
měl
serious?
se podívat po nějakým lepším vybavení, jakoby brnění. A přece jenom to už fakt jako dosluhuje. Peníze nějaký mám a asi do toho vybavení bych to měl zahnout, investovat. Pane Platnéř, jedu k vám. Udělat nějaký biznis.
God be with you, Henry.
No. To je 1.8K. Výborně. Gambesony. No a jo. Jak já zjistím, tyjo, kolik má ten můj? Jsem si koupil? Jo. Má 11, to vidím, no. Takže jako ten lepší nepotřebuju. To má 14. A váží to kolik? 9. No je to i lehčí, že jo, ale 1.8K, já mám 2.6, bych jsem úplný prd. 12, to váží 21. Aha, ten bych asi koupil. Tak. Mám 14.4, jo. OK. 15.4. Tak. Tyjo, počkej. Co mám v košíku? A já jsem říkal, že mám 14.9, jasný. To lehčí dokonce. Aha, i. prodám samozřejmě tam ty, jo, ale...
Let's talk about the prop.
Well...
Takhle 1900.
Is this enough?
Come now.
How are you, Henry?
Aye.
Hm? Těžké bude hlava samozřejmě a podobné věci, jo, ale... Jsem vlastně něco dělat.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Chci odlehčit lehčí a lepší materiály. Až 500 za 505.
Satisfied?
That sound.
God be with you, Henry.
490. Super. Spokojenost na obou stranách, díky. Co to je za quest? Okay. No, jak to měl ty sázej půjdu první, že jo, ale... Přemýšlím, jak to bude nejblíž. To je zledečka, tak se nemusím vracet. Zledečka, přesně tak, pak se nemusím vracet, tady jdu pak rovnou do sáze, abych jsem ten quest vemu. Jak si pocestnýho? Zase muset pak vykrást pár lidí. Tak. Tohle ten quest tady. Ano, samozřejmě utratil jsem jako nekřesťanský peníze za ozdoby na koně, ale já to chtěl. Aj, pane. Šibenice? A jdou šebenicovaný. Chůdě. Chůdě v chůdě. Nahoru. Co bych tam měl být? baráku nebo za barákem? Kyťuk.
What the hell are you doing?
Ty se sebou promluvit, pro něco potřebuješ. Jo, vlastně to schází práci.
Is there any work you could give me?
That depends. Maybe you haven't noticed, but we've got a bit of a problem.
I'm listening.
We've got a human captive we pulled out of the river. I've an idea what to do with him, but I need a little help. I have my own plans for him, but I need a bit of help.
I'll help you. I've got some unfinished business with the humans.
I'm guessing you're from Skalitz, then.
I am.
Very well, then. I plan to question the bastard and find out where he hid all the plunder he's been taking.
All right. I'll get it out of him.
Do you speak Hungarian?
No, I don't.
Then you won't get anything out of him. But if you... The men said there's a vagrant there who swears in Hungarian when he's playing dice.
All right. I can handle it.
Thanks.
No později, tak se aspoň trošičku věnu tý hlavní. Zase příště budu dělat vedlejší a hlavní. Ne.
All right. Hey, who's there?
Kam pojedem? Tady. Co to je? A jenu se. Koně nemusí být hlavou zaražený do toho. Taky do blbě. Už jedu líp. A je ten most, jo. Úlory někde. Ja. Jak se mají rozžumberci Ulrichu?
So, what did Master Pfeiffer have to say?
I consulted him and we definitely have a starting point.
Tell me more.
Master Pfeiffer found out they need copper sheets for the core of the coins and quicksilver for the the other part.
I see. They have such materials at the monastery.
Exactly. That's why I'm interested in the local forges.
Yes, that is good. Yesterday, I heard people from the craftsman's yard by the monastery complaining.
Okay.
They said they could not sleep at night because the blacksmith works all the time till dawn.
I see. That's certainly worth asking about. Have you heard anything else?
You said they use quicksilver. There is a painter lodging here who is painting the church in Ujits. I heard him complain also. He said that he went to the monastery for quicksilver and it was all gone.
Well, that's something to follow up as well. Thanks.
Pane freskář. Čuste tady na to hezky. S čemu půjdeš?
I hear you've had some problems with the supply of quicksilver.
Problems? I should say so. For the third time this month they've told me they've none. There's no quicksilver to be had, they said.
And who exactly are you talking about? Who's holding back the goods on you?
The monastery overseer, or his assistant, more like.
So what did the overseer have to say to you?
Nothing.
Coming.
Apparently he doesn't deal in such trifles. Leaves it all to his assistant, the pompous git.
I'll be right back with that.
Surely such valuable material can't just vanish. Where can it be?
I wish I knew. Every time I ask for the red paint, there's a different reason why they haven't got the quicksilver to mix it. Once they said the goods never arrived, and another time that the wagon carrying it was ambushed. Then it went astray somewhere.
And you think they're lying?
So what have you?
Jesus, what do I know? But it seems pretty strange to me. 3 times in a row the same thing goes missing. There's bad luck and then there's something else.
What do you need quicksilver for?
I know. They do. To mix up the red pigment for me. I'm painting the church in Ujits. Can you imagine how stupid those biblical scenes look without red?
Not really.
Then be glad you can. My eyes hurt just to imagine it.
That's all I need to know for now.
Okay.
Ah. But wouldn't you care to buy something before you go? Or play a game?
There's always time for some dollars.
S tebou hodím. Poberu ti o další prachy, je.
My pleasure.
4 česky.
I've only got 2 hands.
1 beer for me.
Dík.
Got it for you right here.
Finished.
Žádné hážeš, jo? Tam bednička, jo.
Got it for you right here. Coming right up.
Oj, kyselku, jo.
All the best, that's it.
Poser to. Jej, ty máš kyský.
That'll do me.
500, jo.
Copy with you, Henry.
Já jsem koupil prdel, výborně, co dál? Jo, za tím kovářem. To jdu. Sem ne. Spíš takým šafářem nejdu. Jo.
God be with you.
Správce budovy. Myslím.
I'm looking for some quicksilver. Would you have any on hand?
Talk to my assistant. He deals with such trivial matters.
Fine, thank you.
A vy co tady děláte? Leveřník. Ale já jsem spolu trošičku v... A kytničky. Tak kdyby neměl betničky než tady, že jo, ale... Božíku v celbama zkouříme 15 Asi no, to se teda jakoby o nákupy všechno. Okr azurit jako již vyhotovená barviva a minerálcina bridge bude použít k výrobě červeného pigmentu. Poznámka Cinnabride byl nakonec prací rtuti. Oho, ve sklepení na Prinka domu, jasný. Vím, kde rtuť uložili. Kde je ten jeho jako pucflek? Kde je? Jde dole. Někdo to vidí? Jsem v klášteře. Taková nechci nic moc krás. Mohl bych našel tu knížku. Já vím, že se můžou jenom ty mniši, ale tak mě nezavřou. Pak by teď tady žádný neměli být teďka. Až tady na knihovníka. Tak nic, tak... Dám na bratra knihovníka, který bych potřeboval jako maximálně umráčit. Jsem ale můžu, ne? Jo. A teď dám do bratra blbá, že jo, takže...
Jesus, look where you're going.
Já koukám a hledám tvého bratra pomocníka. Kde je ten pablb? V tom baráku, ale jako... Jo, tady je. Protože jak nebyl oblečený jako mít, že? No, to si myslíš jenom, že to je čest.
Do you have any quicksilver in stock?
Who's asking?
I'm here on behalf of the master fresco painter. He said you sent him away empty-handed 3 times already.
Then I don't have any.
That sounds almost as if you don't want to sell it to me.
It's not that I don't want to. It's that I can't.
Proč ne?
Can't you? In the Sasau monastery? That seems unlikely. It looks more like you're lining your own pockets to me. I wonder what people would have to say about that.
It's not. I'm not. Oh, shit.
Get to the point.
Shit.
They came for me at noon. Directly to the office. The overseer was somewhere on his rounds. Some night, it was. Without a crest. Armed.
Okay.
He called himself Sir Jezek, and he had a lackey with him called Rapota. A scruffy fellow with a yellow cape. Always whistling he was. They told me they wanted all the quicksilver we order for the monastery. Of course, I told him that wouldn't be possible.
And then what? Did they threaten you?
Not at first. They tried to bribe me, and
When I refused, they started threatening.
How did you hand it over to them?
I take it up the hill behind the monastery here. There's a big tree there with a small chapel underneath. Sometimes Rapota is there waiting for me. If not, I leave it there.
What did they threaten you with?
They said they know people in the monastery. That they'd have me thrown out and beaten for stealing.
And you had been stealing? I mean, before then?
You know how it is. I work my fingers to the bone and they pay me a pittance.
So they knew about you?
Yes, they knew my name, everything.
It doesn't matter my svílí v klášteře.
Thank you.
Pan Fejfar sedí v druhé hospodě, ale to je v pohodě. Tady je fast travel. Počkej, než se setmí. Tohle je hospoda. A není hospoda? Ne, kde vlastně barák máš, jo? Jo, už mi začíná zelenat. Jsem prasopes. Ještě mu otrávený prasopes. Jo. Tady jako incognito.
God bless you. What troubles you?
You look different, Master.
So as to fit in. I don't want it known that I'm in town.
Right.
So what have you found out so far?
I found out where they get their quicksilver from. You were right, it was the monastery.
It was the only logical explanation.
It changed hands on the hill behind the monastery.
Have you been there to have a look around?
Not yet.
Maybe it would be worth the time.
I'll go and see.
And have you found out who's behind it?
Someone called Rapota.
Not much, but it's a start. At least it's not a common name. Listen, Henry, I had another thought on the way here. Those counterfeiters have to have a punch die to make the fake coins.
Yes, of course.
That's sophisticated work. There's a man I know who works at the monastery.
Yeah.
Master engraver Jerome of Silesia.
You don't suppose that he's...
No, not that, God forbid. I know him well. He'd never do anything like that. But he runs an engraving workshop, so he might have heard something.
Very well, I'll ask him.
But ask with tact. I don't want him getting offended. And I prefer you not to mention me at all.
I'll try to think of something. That's all.
Okay, mate.
What is that?
Jenom tu dílnu? Okay. Takže tady máme mistry rytby. Rytičky mistři. Ty fréři, co mi fakt dělat krásný rity do zdravých kamenů, už jsme se tady s nimi setkali. Dokonce dělali tak ty fréři i záškytu toho meče, který to všechno začíná. Tak musí být strašně taktní.
Good day to you.
How goes the work, Master?
Getting there, getting there. You need something, my boy?
What are you doing here, anyway?
You're in an engraver's shop, my boy. Where engraving?
To bývá.
Of course.
Engraving shop, vždycky dílně série.
What's it used for?
Oh, we engrave wood and stone as well as metal. Here in the monastery, it's mostly about decoration.
You've got quite a large workshop, Master. You don't do all the work alone, surely?
I'm usually here with my apprentice, Florian. Of course, by simple observation, you'll note that this is not currently the case. And I'm here alone. Which means that either I'm a liar or something out of the ordinary has occurred.
I see. I think. So what's happened to Florian?
He shares the fate of the pharaohs for today. The fifth scourge of Egypt did smite him. The plague. Or so his message advised me.
Jesus Christ. The plague?
Do remain calm. I'm quite certain the plague from which Florian is suffering wasn't a judgment from on high. Or if it was a judgment on excessive drinking. I'm told such an ailment can be of truly biblical proportions.
What's he like, your apprentice, Florian?
I'm afraid that his exuberant youth has taken its toll. He's been acting strangely delusions of persecution.
I don't really know what you mean, at all.
Recently, for example, he told me that someone was following him. And the very next day he bought a padlock from the blacksmith and locked up his chest. As though I would ever sneak into it. In any case, why the interest? Are you looking for him?
Something like that.
May I ask why?
I have a message for him.
A message? Who would be interested in that wastrel? Other than his furious and deeply disappointed master, of course. About your question, you'll find him at home.
Thank you. Does Florian have any enemies?
A man such as he certainly owes money at every turn, and the parents of local girls are undoubtedly displeased with his attempts to propagate. However, most recently it was that fury from the baths who accosted him in quite a spectacular rage.
A woman from the baths? What did she do?
The harpy nearly tore all Florian's hair out. I don't frequently feel sorry for my ne'er-do-well apprentice, but on that occasion I made an exception.
Do you have any idea why she did it?
She was screaming about some girl, some flighty bath-maid, Esther. I would say that Florian had felt the joys of spring and acted accordingly, although one would have thought they'd be used to that sort of thing at the bathhouse.
Thank you. I'll leave you to your work.
Tak dal nám informace, kdyby jsme ho nasrali, tři dobře. To stejně potřebuji už plouchnout. Už nám se nebude, co? Musím počkat do rána. Tam jsem za 5 minut, to bych mohl ještě vyjít. Aby ještě mohlo jak tak kapnout. Že ty lázny jsou tady. Zase takový večer ještě není. Byl zapůjdeš pochodeň, ještě tma není. Já moc lázní.
I hear you're at odds with apprentice Florian.
At odds? I'll give you at odds. It's that sod's fault they took my Esther. Poor girl. I shudder to think what's become of her.
What exactly happened?
This man came in wanting a bath, and Esther with it. She doesn't normally offer that kind of service, but I didn't see the harm, so I sent her in to him. And suddenly I hear screams. So I run out, and I see the bastard pulling her out of the tent and shoving her into a boat.
I'm sorry they took her, but what exactly has it got to do with Florian?
They shouted at me to tell Florian that when he wises up, he'll get the girl back.
Aha, tak on plně nechtěl dělat a oni mu nesli tu Esther.
I assume that Florian knows this, Esther.
You know village girls. They don't get much of a choice. Every other knave has a turnip for a brain, and if they don't, they're relatives. And then some young dandy turns up who writes her little poems. What's the poor girl to do? And this is how it ends. She should have stuck with the turnip heads.
Where can I find this Florian? I'd like to ask him a few questions.
He works in the engraver's workshop at the monastery craftsman's yard. And if he's not there, he'll be hauled...
What did the bailiff make of it?
Don't even get me started on that. He's another fine... I won't say what. I told him everything, but he says he won't do nothing about it.
How's that then?
He wouldn't tell me to my face, of course. But people here don't think much of us. There's some as reckon my Esther deserves what she got. Poor girl.
It sounds like you were close to Esther.
I loved her like my very own. She came to me as an orphan, like a wolf child she was. I raised her and taught her and gave her a job, and now she's gone. Who knows if she's even alive?
Tak jo, a tady u lázní to pro dnešek zapíchnu. A zase někdy příště. Čau.